Hello Dakin Bakers, it's Dan here. Today I'm now going to show you how I'm going to water my Hemimebobestas. Today I am going to show you how I'm going to water you can't see me, you only can see the rest of my hands. So these are the 9 tomatoes I've been planted a few weeks ago with Connie at Level Best. So here, can you see, I've got tomatoes. I've got one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here I've got 9 tomatoes. Now I'm going to show you my herbs. This here is my herbs, rosemary, and also we have been planted this at the allotment at Open Bridge. We might plant it in the future, okay? And the other thing we've got here is a book of mushrooms. Okay, it says here, portabella, white button, chanterelle, cremini, enoki, shiitake, and oyster mushrooms. Now, I know some of you, these are the type of mushrooms. It says here, type of mushrooms, do not touch or eat any wild mushrooms. Here I've got velvet pepini, cremini, trumpet royal, multitake français, alba clamshell, portabella, forest nemco, shiitake, and brown clemso. Those mushrooms you can't eat outside. Okay. These are the mushrooms I've seen at Highwood with Connie before we all went into lockdown again. These are the mushrooms. Okay. So I'm going to read a bit of mushrooms here. It says here, these are turkey mushrooms. And it says mushroom growing. Mushroom growing kits are available online and in some garden centres. They contain all the things you need to grow mushrooms safely at home. The easiest mushroom to grow at home is a white oyster mushroom, which is this mushroom over here. Yes, I have seen some oyster mushrooms in Highwood with Connie and Simon and Hilly Fields as well. I'm going to read here, what are mushrooms? Okay, it says here, mushrooms are a kind of fungus that usually look like umbrellas and grow in places like yards, forests, fields and gardens. Because mushrooms are a fungus and not a plant, they don't make their own food. They don't even need sunlight to grow. Imagine what it would be like to live in the dark all the time. Though it might not sound good to you, mushrooms absorb the nutrients they need from the dead and rotten plants and animals where they live. And when you see that little umbrella-shaped mushroom poking out of the grass, you might not know it is hiding a big secret. Most of the fungus is actually growing underneath the ground. And it says here, these are really important facts. I know some of you will know this at level best or doing horticulture when we do go back to cafe, more mushroom hunting. So I have just downloaded a mushroom identification on my thing. It will help you guys a lot. The first one, fact is, it says, mushrooms are like a fungus and unlike plants. Mushrooms do not require sunlight to make energy for themselves. A single portobello mushroom can contain more potassium than a banana, which is this mushroom here. Okay, and it says more than 2,000 new fungi are discovered each year. Never made from mushrooms, which is here. Okay, you see there, guys? Never is actually made from mushrooms. How it's good. And you must not eat mushrooms when you see mushrooms outside. The mushroom is a very nutritious food. Different species can be a good source of vitamin B along with essential minerals such as copper and potassium, while fat, carbohydrate, salt content is very low. There are over 30 species of mushroom that actually glow in the dark. The chemical reaction called bioluminescence produce a glowing light known as foxfire. People have been known to use these fungi to light their way through the woods. Products made from fungi can be used as replacements for polystyrene foam, leather, and building materials. So that there, when you use a watch on your wrist, these straps there, a watch, a wristwatch, rather a strap, two straps there, where you put a hole in there, it goes on your arm. So the watch band is made out of mushrooms. Okay, it's very easy to make. And also there is a hat, a sun hat, which is made out of mushrooms. And also you've got a bag, 2 handbags and a wallet or a purse which is made out of mushrooms. You can see more purses or wallets made out of mushrooms, which is a really interesting fact. Okay, that's a mushroom thing done. Now we're going to go back onto the watering the tomatoes. So every morning you must water your tomatoes every day before we take these tomatoes to the allotment. What we do is water that like that. Show you the example. It's going to be really good. Okay, it's going to be really good. Okay, that's that done. Now I'm going to show you how I made my Masala daikon bakers, and those of you doing horticulture with me in the autumn, And over here, this is my masala. The ingredients I use: orange pepper, 1 whole orange pepper, 1 whole courgette, 2 whole onions, 4 cloves of garlic, and also mint and bolognese sauce and tomato ketchup and some pesto. And also for the sauce, I did butter, flour and milk. And then after that, I put the layer of mince at the bottom. You can see I put mince at the bottom of my dish. And then I put a layer of masala sheets on the top, another layer of mince, another layer of masala sheet, and a layer of white sauce, and a layer of cheese, and a sprinkle of cheese top. Now I'm going to put my masala in the oven. Hopefully that'll take about 20 or 35 minutes to be crisp up in the oven. Okay. So that's the end of the show. Very much, Dakin Bakers. I will put this up later on our Dakin Bakers Facebook page and the Middle Best Horticulture Facebook page, so you can see what I've been doing at home. And also my next video will be, my next video will be how I'm going to make my homemade cottage pie from scratch. Again, that'll be go on the Dakin Bakers Facebook page. I will send it to Sarah Herbert. And also I'll be doing more videos in my garden so you can see what I'm doing at the moment. I will tour around my garden. And also I'll be going up to Acorn Village next week. I'll be touring you around Acorn Village and the allotment side, and it'll be very good to see what we're up to. I'll see you later in Dakin Bakers. Bye now, bye!